So you're working on your first game, your first prototype, and you're trying to figure out which game engine you should use. Should you use Unity or should you use Unreal Engine? And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, it don't matter. It literally don't matter what game engine you use, honestly, in my opinion. Now, personally, I use Unreal Engine, and I could go into all the specifics, you know what I mean, the graphics and, you know what I mean, how much it costs and all that. But at the end of the day, both of the game engines, Unity and Unreal Engine, they both gonna get the job done. They gonna do what it's supposed to do, you know what I mean? So, my name is Raheem the GOAT, and basically, I'm working on my first 2D platformer game. I'm in the prototype phase. So if you like to see more of that or hear about that, you can check out one of my last videos. It's called My First 2D Prototype or something like that. You can subscribe, you know what I mean? But basically, I think, in my opinion, I think Unreal Engine is better because it's more simple, you know what I mean? Especially with the programming and the visual coding, where you're just it's like called blueprints. So I think it's a lot easier. But if you're working on your first game, I would definitely do some research on game development and everything, and kind of see what works best for you. Because at the end of the day, it's really about what works best for you. Everybody on YouTube can say Unity's better, Unreal Engine better, but at the end of the day, it's really about what helps you get your games done more efficiently. And I've honestly found that Unreal Engine is a lot better because I've been really enjoying making my prototype and making my game. And at first I tried using Unity, and Unity really didn't work for me that well. It's like Unity was like very complicated because you got to set everything up. You basically building everything from scratch. Whereas in Unreal Engine, you got stuff that's already set up for you. You know, if you're trying to make like a first-person shooter or something, they already got the first-person shooter set up for you. So all you gotta do is drag and drop, and you good. You know, with Unity, you gotta set all this stuff up, and time is money. So if you're taking a whole lot of time to make certain things, then you losing money. You know what I mean? You making it more harder and more difficult. So I just switched to Unreal Engine because I said, oh, well, Unreal Engine seems like it's better, honestly, to me. Now, I still like Unity. When I first started out trying to make games, I remember it clear as day. I was like, man, I wonder how people develop games. I've seen games like GTA 5 and 2K, WWE, and I used to play SpongeBob games and Mario Kart when I was young. And I said, I wonder how people make these games. I'm really interested in making my own open world platform game, just so me and my brother can play 2 players, because none of these games like San Andreas, none of them really had where you could play 2 players, and then it was like really limited. So I was like, I want to create something that two people or like a family can enjoy time together. So I searched up how to make a video game. This was probably like 10 years ago. And I know it's been a long time. I just started getting super serious about my prototype and my game development and all that. But I typed it in, I said, how to make video games, and then Unity popped up. I downloaded Unity, and I didn't know what I was doing at all. I had no idea. I had no clue what I was doing on Unity. You know, I think I was trying to figure out how to set up AI, and I made like a simple shape or something. I tried to make characters on Unity, you know what I mean? And then somehow I put like a character movement script on it, and then I had them moving around. Then I put the character movement script on the other ones too, that I wanted them to be the AI. So they were like following me, but technically I was controlling both of them at the same time. And Unreal Engine makes it, I just say Unreal Engine is a little bit less work. Not less work, it's still as hard, but it's more convenient and it's easier to set things up in Unreal Engine. And then I seen games that were made with Unreal Engine. Like there's this dinosaur game, I think they made that with Unreal Engine, and Fortnite and all that. And I said, man, this looks really nice, especially in 3D. 3D Unreal Engine looks great. Now people talk about making 2D platformers and how that is a little difficult with Unreal Engine, but I haven't had any issues with it at all, honestly. I've literally achieved everything that I want making this platformer on Unreal Engine. And yeah, and I have like this idea that it's gonna be like this carnival or amusement park, and you're gonna have like a villain or something like that chasing you, and you gotta run from them, you know. And then there's also like the level with the grizzly bear. You got to try to fight off the grizzly bear, but of course it's a grizzly bear, and I made it really difficult. You know, I made it really hard to beat the grizzly bear. Like he's just swiping at you and he's trying to bite you 24/7. And this is something I'm like really excited about. I'm really excited to be working on this. And my intent, I really want to grow and build an audience for game development, because I've been growing an audience for self-improvement, you know what I mean? You know, making self-improvement videos. But am I really that passionate about self-improvement? You know, I recently posted some gameplay of my prototype, you know what I'm saying? So go check that out. I'll probably have a link to that. I'll have that somewhere so you can go check that out, you know what I mean, if you're interested. But I posted that, and I had one person unsubscribe from me because it's like, okay, well, I guess they're frustrated that I'm making different content, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to watch my channel, you're gonna watch me for me, you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch me for me, not for what I'm doing in this current moment where I mean, obviously if we're interested and we have the same passions, that's great, and I feel really great about that. But I've been doing this self-improvement content and all that, and that's cool and all. I love trying to help people with mental health and everything, but I think what I'm really passionate about is game development. You know what I mean? I'm passionate about game development. I just love learning new things, and music engineering and production. So I also make beats too. Love making beats. And I'm thinking about doing something where I make video game retro type beats, you know, just I'm the best at making video game beats. I think that's my forte, you know what I mean? Like all the type beats and the rappers and everything, making songs with the beats, that's cool and all, but my passion is really making beats for video games, maybe even movies and stuff like that, you know. And that's like really interesting to me, you know. So I just recently started realizing, I was like, okay, well, this can translate into video games too. Because if I have a talent in making beats, production and stuff like that, I can put that into my games, and I don't have to pay somebody to, you know, make music for my video games, you know what I'm saying? Because I already make the music, I already know how to do it. So, and then with art too, I went to school for graphic design, so I know a lot about graphic design and art and stuff. I'm really into drawing and art and all that. I know I'm going on a tangent, but I'm really into that stuff, and I think it all translates to game development, you know what I mean? Or exactly what you want to do. So if there's anything you can learn from this video, take all the skills that you already have and put them into game development. That's what you want to do. And it don't really matter that much if you use Unity or Unreal Engine. What really matters is the work you put in, and that's what you're going to get out. And you just got to understand, you can literally achieve anything that you want in this world. You can achieve anything in this life as long as you stick to it and be consistent. You know what I mean? If game development is your thing, and I've been trying to learn this myself, if game development is your thing, if that's what you want to do, don't waste no time. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, go get a real job. Go get a real job, or you need to do something more practical or realistic or something like that. Don't let nobody tell you that. do what you feel that God put you on this earth to do. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's you. You know, and there's a lot of people who've done it. There's game developers, entrepreneurial game developers out here who made video games. So if they can do it, so can you. That's how I think about it. If they can do it, so can I. I can do it too. You know what I mean? Because you deserve to have what you want in this life. You deserve to go and get it. You know what I'm saying? So don't let this Unreal Engine or Unity, or should I use Blender or another Autodesk, one of those modeling softwares? Should I use Audacity or Pro Tools? You know what I mean? I use Pro Tools. I use FL Studio to make my beats and stuff like that. But don't let all this stuff deter you from the actual mission. What is really important, like what engine you use, really doesn't matter that much. What really matters is you getting to it and doing it. You know what I mean? You have an idea in your head, write it down, put it on the computer. You know what I mean? Go ahead and do it. That's all you got to do. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, you know? That's what I've been trying to remind myself. But yeah, if you would be interested in seeing my work and seeing the stuff that my game development, I have this really cool 2D platformer that I'm working on, and I'm very passionate about it. And I think it's going to blow up. I think it's going to be very great. So if you are interested in seeing more about that, definitely like, comment, subscribe, share this video out to all your friends, you know what I'm saying, who love 2D platformers. If you ever play Super Mario Bros. Or Sonic the Hedgehog, love the way those games look, share this video out. And my name is Raheem, and this is what I say at the end of all my videos: never give up. Your younger self is rooting for you. Peace.